So these are the three signs that you've reincarnated into a demonic family. Now, one hard truth that people fail to accept is that, you know, your parents or your family members can really just be demons. And you may have reincarnated into this family without any type of spiritual awareness or any type of psychic awareness. But in this video, I'm going to break this down and discuss it. So the first thing you want to do is pay attention to their behavior, figure out exactly which time period did they start acting like this, or which time period did they start behaving like this. You know, the spiritual attacks, the narcissism, you know, the gaslighting, the manipulation, you know, all of it played a major role. But you want to pay attention to like the certain age in your life where you started experiencing it. And that's when you realize that your family members were really taken over by demons. And the people in your family right now aren't actually your family members. These are demons. I don't know if you ever watched Spider-Man Venom. You know, have you ever watched Spider-Man 3 and you see how Venom took over Peter Parker? You ever see that, right? It's Venom, you know, the symbiote is similar to like when... That's basically demonic possession. That's when a demon is trying to find a host. That means your real family members were either killed spiritually. Your real family members, like their souls and their spirits were killed spiritually. You know, your real family members are dead, basically. So one of the first signs is like, you know, the spiritual attacks. You notice like the way they look at you. It's all forms of envy and jealousy and hatred, you know. And these aren't normal traits. These are wicked, evil traits. These are demonic traits. When a demon hates you, they'll give you a certain look, right? Just even you being around their presence, right? Because when you're a high vibrational being, when you're around a demon's presence, when you're around a demonic being, you know, an entity, when you're around their presence, it triggers them. So like when you're around your family members, you ever notice how like they have these like specifically your parents, right? Because I notice I deal with this myself, right? You ever notice like when you're around them, they look at you with this face of like pure envy and hatred and evil. These aren't normal traits. They look at you in a form of evil and hate, wickedness, this anger. Even when they speak to you, it's like a certain tone of like they're trying to dehumanize you. They're trying to take you off your path. I'll get to that in the second part. But one of the first signs is the look. When you look into their eyes, but when you look into their face, it's never a smile. They're never happy to see you. It's always hate. And you can tell evil, within someone through their face. It's always hate. That's one of the first signs. The second sign is they try to belittle you. They try and take you off your path. The second sign is the most important one. They try and take you off your frequency. They try and damage your frequency. They try and get into your energy field by belittling you, making you feel less than yourself, basically trying to control you as well, trying to get into your space, all forms of evil eye. But one of the main reasons is like the way they talk to you. They do everything they can to destroy your path. It's like you'll be having a good day and then out of nowhere, they try and mess up your day. You ever notice how like you're having a good day? You're having an amazing day, your day's going good. Then out of nowhere, your family members or your parents or your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister, they go out of their way. It's like they'll go out of their way to say something that's really hurtful. They'll bring up your personal things against you, or like even for example in arguments, they may use your personal things against you in arguments. These are all forms of gaslighting and reverse psychology. They'll do all these forms of ways, and one of the main things they love to do as well is they belittle you. They talk down on you. They say very, very, very hurtful things. They try and make you feel like you're on the wrong path. Now, a lot of these family members, they hide behind religions. So that's another issue too. You don't have to be religious, but a lot of these evil, wicked family members, they hide behind religions. You know what I mean? They'll go and do some evil to you, then they'll go to church the next day, which is crazy. But they don't, even whether you're religious or not, it doesn't even matter. They still do it regardless. Your family members don't have to be religious or any form of pathway. They could be religious, they could be an atheist, they could be any path. They may not even have a path at all. But yeah, they'll basically do everything they can to take you off your path. They'll try and ruin your day. They'll try and ruin your dreams through like evil eye. They'll try and talk down on your dreams. They'll start arguments with you. They'll find any reason to talk down on you. You notice how like the way they talk to the other family members compared to you, it's always like they target you. And they'll also go into the third sign as well, is through targets. One of the third signs that your family members are actual demons, right, is through when they target you. You see, demons will isolate a high vibrational being. You're a chosen one. When you're chosen by God, or you're chosen by the Most High, when you're chosen by your ancestors, right? What demons love to do is they'll target you. They'll specifically isolate you and target you. This is how they take over your energy. They'll target you. They'll basically do all forms of ways to like gang up on you, or that to, you know, to team on you. They'll get other family members against you. They'll twist stories about you. They're always talking about you. One thing about demons is demons are obsessed with the attention of a high vibrational being. So they'll do all forms of ways to like try and like, you know, to go against you. Once again, to, you know, freaking, it's all forms of target. That's basically what that's what they've been doing their whole life, basically. And they've been doing this for years and years and years, and it hasn't stopped, but it goes on and on and on. So that's one of the third signs as well, is they'll target you. Now pay attention to all of these signs, right? Narcissism, gaslighting, manipulation, spiritual attacks, spiritual warfare, attacking your nervous system, an unregulated nervous system, evilness, wickedness, jealousy, envy, hatred. Yeah. They also hate the sun as well, which is even funny. They don't like being in the sun. One thing about demons too is they don't like being in the sun. So that plays a major role as well. But hopefully all of these signs are able to like really open your eyes so you can understand it. Ashe. Keep your eyes up. Now, one of the things you need to do to protect yourself when it comes to this, I'm not going to recommend wear crystals or anything like that. You need strong protection. Get a talisman. You know, ground yourself in nature so you're grounding yourself and you're protecting yourself. Work with your ancestors, do protection spells, you know what I mean? Do your protection rituals, do everything you can, you know what I mean? Even it has to be fatal, because sometimes your spiritual protection may have to be fatal. Like you may have to like really like go, you may have to go to the extreme to protect yourself, you know what I mean? Even if it means someone might have to get harmed, you know what I mean? You got to do everything you can to protect yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real out here. It is getting very, very, very real out here. You know what I mean? So you want to do everything you can to protect yourself during these times, because I'm hearing it all over. All chosen ones right now are living with these karmic families, these demonic families you've reincarnated into. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? You were just, you're kind of like, you know what I mean? You were brought into these families to have your awakening. Now, once you've broken these generational cycles, what you want to do is you want to move out your house as well. Try and save up and move out your house. Take as much breaks from your house as possible. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be in a house, because what these demons love to do is they'll try and trap you in a house, or they'll make you feel guilty when you're taking space from the house, or when you're being out the house. Demons hate that, because demons know that they're no longer in your grip. The only way for a demon to spiritually attack you is they need to be in your space. So what they'll do is they'll try and demonize you or make you feel bad for not being in a house. They'll say, oh, why are you always out in the house? You have to stay in the house, this, that. Like, they'll do all of these manipulation tactics, you know, these manipulation tactics, right? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. You know, keep taking breaks from the house. Keep taking as much breaks from the house as possible, right? Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to harvest on your frequency. They're trying to trap your frequency. That's what they do. You know what I mean? So keep protecting yourself. Protect your energy. Protect your frequency. Ashe.